Hello mga katiti! Welcome to our podcast, Learning Through Time, the Evolution of Philippine Education. Kami ang Titi, aka Time Travelers. Today, we're not just talking about history, we're traveling through it. Our destination, the fascinating evolution of education in the Philippines.
At hindi lang basta ito travel kundi time travel. Kung saan, hindi lang tayo nagpapas ng module, kundi nagpapas through history. Ayos ba? So, let's time travel to see how Filipinos have been learning through ages.
Our mission for today is simple pero exciting. We'll journey through different eras to see how the Philippine education system evolved.
Pero don't worry, hindi ito lecture na boring. Gagawin nating kwentuhan. Chismisan lang tayo.
Tara na, fasten your seatbelts, hawakan ng ballpen at papel, at sabay-sabay nating sakyan ng ating time machine.
Okay, let's start. Pre-colonial Philippines. Noong wala pang formal schools, pero hindi ibig sabihin walang education ha.
Kasi learning was community-based. Para siyang practical education, ang tinuturo dito ay skills na kailangan para mabuhay. Like yung farming, fishing, hunting, weaving, at syempre, values na gaya ng pakikipagkapwa.
At yung mga magulang at elders, mismo yung teachers. So kung anak ka ng warrior, matututo ka rin ng combat skills. Kung anak ka ng manggagamot, ikaw naman apprentice ka ng healing methods.
Trivia time! Did you know na aside sa oral tradition, ginagamit din nila ang baybayin? So kahit hindi formal ang schooling, may literacy na in their own system.
Masaya, no? Walang grades, walang exam, pero survival ang test mo. Kung marunong ka ba mag-produce ng pagkain or magtanggol ng sarili.
Fast forward tayo. Dumating ang Spaniards. Ito na yung nagbago ang lahat. Kasi ang goal nila, Christianization.
Yes, kaya education nun super religious. Ang mga pare at missionaries ang naging teachers. At tinuro mostly ay yung doktrina Kristiyana, prayers at Spanish language.
Pero, take note, exclusive ito. Girls were usually taught how to be good wives and mothers, habang ang boys tinuruan ng religion, reading, writing, and counting arithmetic.
Ito pa, first schools were run by religious orders like Jesuits and Dominicans at nagkaroon ng first university like University of Santo Tomas 1611, one of the oldest in Asia.
Pero hindi lahat nakaka-access. Yung education noon elitist para lang sa mga prinsipalya or mayayaman. Yung mga Indio, medyo limitado.
Ito na, pagdating ng Americans, boom! Major reform, free public education system na, in English pa.
Tsaka, na-introduce ang Thomasites. Sila yung unang American teachers na nagdala ng bagong teaching methods.
At dito na nag-start yung concept ng public school system for all. Hindi lang para sa elite, tapos English became the medium of instruction.
Fun fact ulit, ang first batch ng Thomasites dumating gamit ang barkong Thomas, kaya tinawag silang ganon. Imagine, ilang libong teachers ang dumating just to educate Filipinos.
Pero syempre, may agenda din. To spread American culture and ideals. Pero hindi maitatanggi, dito lumago ang literacy rate ng bansa.
During World War II, Japanese occupation. Ito medyo tricky part.
Tama, education was used for propaganda. Tinanggal yung English, pinalitan ng Nihongo at Tagalog para Asian for Asians vibe.
At tinuro yung Japanese values, discipline at loyalty to the empire. Medyo controlled ang impo, very censored.
Pero interestingly, the Japanese also promoted vocational courses like farming, sewing, basic industries kasi kailangan practical skills during wartime.
Kaya lang, syempre chaotic ang panahon ng gyera, so education really suffered, maraming schools closed, and kids couldn't study.
After the war, balik na naman sa American influence system. Pero eventually, nag-evolve into Philippine-based education.
Nagkaroon ng Department of Education, then later yung CHED, TESDA, at DepEd Division para sa tertiary, vocational, and basic ed.
Then fast forward to modern era. K-12 program. Nadagdag yung kindergarten plus senior high school na may tracks, academic, textbook, sports, arts.
At ngayon, digital age na rin. Nandiyan na ang online learning, modules, at blended learning, lalo na nung pandemic.
Pero struggle pa rin. Overcrowded yung classroom, underpaid yung teachers, lack of facilities, kaya continuous ang reforms. Ang goal ay quality education for all Filipinos.
So, ayan mga ka-time travelers, ang haba ng journey ng Philippine education, no? From oral tradition sa pre-colonial hanggang sa K-12 ngayon.
Parang roller coaster ride, no? Influenced by Spaniards, Americans, Japanese, tapos sariling version natin ngayon.
At the core, education shape our identity as Filipinos. It's not just about lessons, it's about values and nation building.
Trivia ulit, bago matapos, did you know na Philippines has one of the highest literacy rates in the Southeast Asia? Around 97%. Kahit may challenges, hindi papatalo ang Pinoy sa pag-aaral.
Kaya let's continue to value education kasi sabi nga nila, education is the key to success. Kahit na cliche, totoo pa rin.
Diyan nagtatapos ang ating Learning Through Time episode. Salamat sa pakikinig mga ka-time travelers.